There's less than 24 hours remaining before the NHL trade deadline, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have yet to make any trades. Does Treliving have something cooking, or are the Leafs standing pat?
Kawhi up top, looks at the clock, turns the corner for the win! Got it! Batista with a drive, deep left field, no doubt about it! Over center, here's Marner, and Matthews, scores!
Welcome back to Everyday Toronto, your ultimate source for your Leafs, Raptors, and Jays news found all in one place. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more videos like this, breaking down news, rumors, and potential trade ideas for your favorite Toronto teams. The Leafs are tied for first in the Atlantic Division with the Florida Panthers and are looking to secure their first division title in over 20 years. With the Tampa Bay Lightning on their heels and both Florida teams making significant trades, this won't be an easy task. The only way for the Leafs to stay competitive with the Lightning and Panthers is by matching the upgrades they've been making. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 3 players I'd like to see the Leafs take a run at with less than 24 hours remaining until the deadline. I want to start off by saying I will be making trade packages in this video, but I'm not a GM by any means, and with the way prices have been so far, I could be very off. This is more so what I'd be willing to give up and what I think players are worth. At the top of my trade board, like many others, sits Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen is 28 years old and was recently traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes. To many's surprise, the Hurricanes are open to flipping Rantanen after a contract extension has yet to be reached and rather not lose him for nothing in the offseason. Rantanen is over a point per game player in both the regular and postseason. He's had success in the postseason as well, which includes a Stanley Cup run with the Avalanche in 2022. When Mikko was traded to the Hurricanes just over a month ago, half his salary was retained by the Blackhawks, and if the Hurricanes end up deciding to move him, they could also retain another half, which would increase their return. This would allow the Leafs to bring Rantanen in at a very affordable $2.3 million. A potential trade that I could see happening would be Nick Robertson, Easton Cowan, Ben Danford, and the 2026 first round pick, and also the 2025 second round pick. I really only see this happening and the Leafs emptying up the cupboards if they know they can extend Rantanen and they don't lose him in the offseason. Second on my trade board is Brock Nelson. I've made a video already on Brock Nelson and what he would bring to the Leafs, but just a quick summary would be he's 6'4" two-way center that could help the Leafs on both their penalty kill and their second power play unit. He tallied 20 goals in 61 games so far this season, but he's crossed the 30-goal mark in each of his last 3 seasons. He would be an expensive third-line center, but if the Islanders are willing to retain 50% on his expiring contract, I could see this being a perfect fit for the Leafs. We've seen the Leafs offense struggle in the playoffs in years past, and Nelson has the ability to score in bunches, and he's shown that he can score come playoff time. The package I would be offering for the 33-year-old on an expiring contract would be the 2026 first-round pick and 1 or 2 of the Leafs' middle-of-the-pack prospects like Topi Niemela or Ronnie Hernavainen. The third player on my trade board is actually a package deal of Scott Laughton and Rasmus Ristolainen. I'm not sure how Treliving would make the cap work in this trade, so I'm not going to be making a mock trade for this one. This trade, though, would fix the 2 areas that the Leafs are looking to shore up with one trade. Laughton would be a great two-way center that plays with a lot of heart and tenacity, and Ristolainen is a 6'4" right shot defenseman that they could pair with Riley. Before I end this video, I'm also going to throw in a few honorable mentions that I would also love to see the Leafs trade for. Braden Shen of the St. Louis Blues, Ryan Donato of the Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Murphy of the Chicago Blackhawks, Luke Shen, now a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Brandon Carlo of the Boston Bruins. Let me know down below what you think. Should the Leafs make an all-in move before the deadline, or should they stand pat with the time ticking on the core 4? That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and go Leafs go.